Viewer discretion is advised.
You're suing a man and you end it with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum! Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Now it's time for Miz. Now it's time. All right. Leon, have you watched this this response yet or no?
There's a guy on TikTok who's overly excited about talking about sexual assault.
Great. All right. Have you seen the response yet? No, you haven't seen it yet. Okay. You're gonna buckle up.
Hey, yo, what up,
He's
sheep?
gonna make me leave.
46 months, crazy.
Just I want you to hear how he argues against the allegations. Now, also, here's another thing.
What is he
Mizkif.
drinking?
So Mizkif went live the same day that Emaru came out with her allegations, and an hour or a few minutes after Asmongold ended his stream talking about the allegations. So he went live at a time where no one else was live that would be able to fight back against his story in real time. And in my opinion, strategically did this so that Asmongold's audience doesn't come in and try to correct him.
Yo, Fulton, thanks for sub. Expose everything, bro. It's
Bro, imagine you're giving out a response to allegations made against you, and you go, thanks for the sub, bro. This dude is streamer fucked.
I mean, you gotta fucking...
You gotta thank the supporters. You gotta thank the supporters.
Right.
It's time to go full demon time. It's clearly obvious at this point. It's full demon time. Why not? It is time to go full demon
Hey,
time.
pause this.
Just letting
It's full demon time.
I
Bro,
just got accused of sexual assault. It's time to go demon time.
It's time to go demon time. Time to start going in my car
Word,
150
like,
miles an hour, bro.
This man's gotta be 30.
Yeah, he is. I think he's in his 30s. Hold on. How old?
You were accused of sexual assault. This is not the time.
And
to go
domestic
demon
abuse.
time.
Don't forget that part.
This is not the time to go.
He is
anti-quote,
exactly
demon
30.
time.
His birthday is today. He's 31.
There's no way his birthday's today.
Yes, it is. October 22nd. I mean 27th, my bad.
I actually think, out of all the shit in the world, now I think you're trolling me.
No, hold on. I got it right here. October 7th. 27th. Oh, he's 30 today.
No,
he's 30
no,
today. My bad.
Dickhead, that's as of.
Yeah, he's 30 today.
Today is the 27th. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's his birthday.
I mean, it's his birthday. I'd like to believe
is
that
his
it's his birthday.
His birthday was in February, you dumbass.
Come on. You could
look at the fucking Wikipedia that was right under.
No,
it, you
I don't
dumbass.
want. True, I'm a dumbass, but I wanted to believe that his birthday was today. I wanted to believe it so bad. You took it away from me.
you know, there is no holding back.
I'm still
Who cares
here and
anymore?
staying.
I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known,
In-game.
and it is time to go full demon time.
Yo.
Dude, imagine having TTS going while he's responding to his domestic abuse allegations, and the TTS goes, "You're gay."
Demon time.
It's time to go demon time. Full demon time, bro. And a super chat comes in and goes, "You're gay." And he's smiling.
Don't tell me I
Like,
suck.
look how confident he is. This is why I hate this fucker, man. This is
I
why I
just
hate
hate
this
him.
dude.
This long for nothing.
Let's watch the world burn. Here, I'm taking out a sub-only mode. There you go. What's up, chat? Let's watch the world fucking burn.
That is maybe the worst decision that you can make, is to take the chat out of sub-only mode, bro. It is the worst idea.
If people want to act like this, you know, I see some people saying some very obtuse things.
Obtuse.
We could watch the world burn. Obtuse. Yes. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things that I was seeing. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know. I am pretty far away from this stuff at this point. I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious I will not be friends with.
Dude, the second this happened, Mizkif's now going to release all the blackmail, dirty laundry. This is going to go on for months. And this is his response to his own drama.
Any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to
Please
completely
say
separate
ITH,
myself from
summarize
these people,
Keith,
this community,
summarize Keith,
which is
summarize
fine. I've already been
Keith
doing it.
out.
But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone. And
Isn't that crazy that he is doing the whole, like, guys, I have blackmail on you. Not the first concern, which is to clear his name of the allegations in of itself. His brain immediately goes to, I am going to release all the blackmail that I have on everybody. This is sociopathic behavior. This is not what normal people do.
I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? Go crazy. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. Okay?
Mizkif.
Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead.
Let's get some yos in chat. Bro.
I was accused of sexual assault. Let's get some yos in chat.
Yeah, guys, I was accused of like almost threatening to kill my girlfriend going 150 miles an hour in my car because of Mr. Beast. Can I get some yos in chat? Can we get some subs? Let's get some subs. I tried to kill my girlfriend.
Yo, guys, can we get Tippy live in the chat? Let me know that you want to see the tip.
Let me know if you want to see the tip. I'm being accused. Horrible crimes. We get a tipster live in chat.
Let's up those
Absolutely.
numbers.
Can we get a hashtag tipster news, bro?
What a time.
Done that for years. It's pretty fucking
What a time.
par for the course. What are we gonna pretend that I'm not a piece of shit? We've all known this. All right.
Yes, you are a piece of shit. You know what's crazy?
You know that we got Tippy in the chat. Tippy live.
Hashtag tipster news. I love that he starts off with, "Oh, we're not going to pretend that I'm a piece of shit. Everyone knows I'm a piece of shit." That right there is you trying to act like a victim, bro. You are a piece of shit. That is a fucking fact. That's not you owning up to it. That right there was a manipulation tactic, in my fucking opinion.
Calm down. Is this anything new? No, I'm a piece of shit. Why the fuck is Caroline Burton chat? That's probably the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life.
Who?
But I'm going to defend myself on a lot of things that were said about me. I am going to defend myself on what was said with Emmy. I see a lot of people saying other things that really upset me.
Imagine being Mizkif's lawyer. Yeah, imagine going to court and having to explain that your client used ChatGPT to try and get his girlfriend back.
But the Emmy one is a serious thing that I want to take serious, and we will be discussing that, okay? I wrote this myself, so I don't know if it's even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have a lot of...
Nah, bro, you just use ChatGPT.
Half my screen right now is red because I can't write for shit. It's not through...
Why don't you just show that to us instead of explaining it? How about you show me? I don't believe you. I believe you ran this through ChatGPT, bro.
ChatGPT, shut up. Not through ChatGPT. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. It's not, bro, shut up. It's not through...
He's crashing so hard. This chat is just bullying the shit out of him. And he's just like, guys, it's not ChatGPT. I'll take it off of sub-only mode. It'll definitely go well for me. I'll just read the chat the whole time. Are you a fucking idiot?
You really think in a serious situation like this, I put ChatGPT and I'm writing something out because it's like, oh, like, bro, shut up. Yes, really. Really? No.
Yeah, I can see the screen behind him. That does not indicate whether or not that was written by ChatGPT or not.
Sora AI, I have an entire video made. What is wrong with you, chat? What is wrong with you? I wish I could show you how much red is in this to show you that I
What do you mean, I wish I could show you? Just switch to the screen that has what you're reading on it. Just show it. You have a button to screen share. I know you do. You're a fucking streamer.
I bought this thing a couple months ago, Chris. It's called a Stream Deck.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
It makes streaming so much easier because I could just transition from like a start screen, like a face cam.
Dude, I've never heard of something that mythical device. That sounds like it's fake. No streamer in the world has ever had that before.
Each other is
wait,
so stupid.
What?
I fucking Vulcan said, look at the chat he paused on, and it was, I hope you fucking die.
Good writer, bro. I'm not a good writer. So, okay, let's get to this, shall we? No stalling. I'm taking out of sub-only mode. I don't really care. I know there's a lot of people that want to speak, and they can't.
Man, I don't really care. Proceeds to argue with chatters. Like, you're coping. You're seething, bro.
I have no problem with that. This is a very serious situation that I was told. I know a lot of other people are saying things about me as well on top of it.
I was told. I don't believe that you didn't watch it, bro. I don't believe that for a fucking second. There's no way.
But this is the thing I want to talk about. So let's talk about it, shall we? And then we can go into it. Okay, so this is April of 2021, okay? I'm going to write everything down. Everyone just chill and let me hear this out, okay? We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it, and my chat started to like us hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything, but I thought we could start hanging out more and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her. My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with, so we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that Emeru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was dating Maya. Me and Maya broke up.
So you were wait a minute. So you're coming forward and telling everybody that you and Emeru were both into each other while you were dating other people, and the whole Maya. What about the Maya Higa thing? So were you like trying to get with Emeru while during the Maya Higa moment where it's like, you are Maya Higa. Go tell Adriana Lee that she didn't get sexually assaulted.
I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since Maya moved out, I knew I wanted the streamer to move into the house, preferably a girl to farm content with, but I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore. I'm telling you everything, chat, okay? Come on. I'm telling you the whole story. Sit down and relax. All right? Take a seat.
Maybe stop reading the fucking chat, dipshit.
I told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker, and we want to make content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by herself. From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at night, and I would watch Pokemon over and over again, season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like it felt like my childhood and a place of calmness. She would fall asleep in my bed. With some nights, we would touch our backs or legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea. Talks of her joining OTK happened fast as well, and I knew that if we were potentially going to date, we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly. If people found out we were dating, I could be hated by my peers and lose what I created in OTK. I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew if we were going to make it happen.
Maybe you shouldn't be dating fucking owners of your organization, you stupid piece of shit. Like, how does this not, like, hit him like a ton of bricks? He's content brained as shit. I don't believe that he actually wrote this out. I don't believe it. I don't believe he wrote this. This sounds like ChatGPT.
It was going to be very stressful, but I had no idea what was going to come.
Yeah, so literally after dumping his girlfriend or like breaking up with Maya, he immediately went to Emerald.
It was the beginning of January of 2022. Emmy just had her huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream. Everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8 and drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun. This scared us to no end. Me and Connery's pants ran inside in fear to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy. I wanted her to be safe. The cops came, the drunk driver did have a gun, and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that night. And on the way home, I grabbed her hand, and she grabbed mine. And we knew we were trauma bonded, and we didn't want to let go.
Dude, come on. No. Trauma bonded. Boogie? Bro, it's like Boogie and Desi. No, it gets better. I promise. It gets better, Leon. It gets better. Come on. It gets better.
Better get better because I'm
but they're trauma bonded, bro.
If I hear that one more time, I'm out.
We would wake up together, stream together, and hang out with each other all night.
Is this how Boogie got his wife?
Quickly became my best friend, and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all day, every day. We were always so happy with each other.
Jesus! Did you hear that TTS? What an amazing TTS. I can't believe... Oh, he got rattled by that one. Did you see that?
Out with each other all night. She quickly became my best friend, and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all day, every day. We were
don't kill yourself. Damn.
Always so happy with each other.
Oh, you
playing
got
games
rattled.
until the night, loving every moment we were with each other. It felt poor. Chat, relax. I remember one day
You cannot relax this chat. Shut the fuck up and get into it.
I left my house. She called me just so we can be on the phone together.
Sure everything was muted. Y'all not getting a jump.
I don't even want the chat on screen if I have to do something like this. Like, you have to focus. She didn't even read her chat. She went through the whole thing. And Mizkif's like, guys, can you stop being mean in chat? Guys, stop being mean in chat. Don't judge me. Guys.
As we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on. And I felt that love. First time I felt love for a girl. And I thought I'd want it to never let it go.
Dude, Elvis got you guys together?
First of all.
In the big 2023, 2021?
First of all.
2022?
First girl you fall in love with, you rape her? Like,
Bruh! The first girl you fall in love with, you're punching holes in walls, threatening to crash your car with her in it.
fucking scared to know what's gonna happen to the bitch you marry.
Yeah, God.
The first year of our relationship, we almost had no fights. We started to date officially in January of 2020.
Man, it's almost like every relationship. You go like a solid time, no fighting, and then you're like, okay, there's a handful of things we got to address.
And up until my
But you don't punch holes in walls to address it.
cancellation, everything was perfect.
You just punch
She
her.
brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened.
So that's interesting. So notice how she's like, he threw stuff and it hit me. And now he's like, well, it did hit her, but it wasn't intentionally to hit her in the face. And her story is about how he whipped his phone at a dresser and a bunch of other shit, like angrily. And he's just like, well, it's just like when I brush my teeth, I throw my phone on my bed. I weirdly don't believe that.
I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed. I would just lob it over because I would...
Are you kidding me? That's his demonstration.
Example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed.
Why would you do
You know
that?
what, Chris, he raped that girl.
Yeah, like, how does this do anything to disprove what's been said? Where? Like, what? How does this change anything? I guess I guess he's being dead ass about this.
He raped.
Have you dropped your phone on your foot before? Like on your toe? Have you done that? It
Oh,
fucking
yeah, it
hurts.
sucks.
It fucking hurts. Imagine if some
It
dude
sucks.
just went like that with his phone and hits you in the face.
I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. That's it. And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily.
But if you knew all these things, why throw
What
the
a-
phone
what a
at her while
victim
she's on the
blame.
bed? Yeah,
Oh, this bitch just bruises easy, bro. Like what the
she
fuck?
bruises easy. How could you be mad at me for something like that? I just threw my phone on a bed with a woman that I love. Instead of just putting it down, I just whipped it across the room. Okay.
Rushed over that. I threw water bottles with her on my
She did not brush over it. She literally said you used to throw shit at her all the time.
or my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brush my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. That's it. I did feel a lot of stress over the time of our relationship up until this point from her stalkers. From the ones that would show up.
Leon, do you see what's
Game
happening?
one?
Yeah, so you're telling me that the stress of you dating her, the stalkers of you dating her, made you lash out at her. Like that's her
I don't know
fault.
who he is until he puts on the mask.
This is the most victim blame shit I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I got really stressed out over her stalkers, so I made it her fucking problem. Like, oh my god, dude.
Up at our old house, and also stalkers that just had from her TikTok postings. We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people.
I don't think she's intentionally farming the stalkers. Like, sure, she's like talking to the camera and shit, but that's like every YouTuber. Women in particular get it worse, right? But like he's trying to position this like she purposely farmed these stalkers to come to her house and like
Chris.
bring bats and guns and shit.
Chris, I'm not about to listen to some fat fuck victim blame the worst way possible.
Oh, it just
So-
gets better. No.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm not listening to this anymore.
No. You have to get to the plushie part. I promise. You can leave after the plushie part. Okay? Please.
How long until that?
I don't know. It should be soon. Just please. Just hear it out.
She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that if I had a problem to let her know. And at first it was minor things here and there, but over time it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. Would you guys stop spamming never sub, never donated? Okay.
Proceeds the victim blame, tries to turn it on her, being like, well, she needs to stop doing the content that she wanted to make. Guys, can you stop saying never sub, never donate? Can you chat, can you stop being mean to me, chat?
Relax. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK.
Thank you for looping it again. This is like the 4th time you fucking said that. Thank you for the 15 months.
And it can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do.
Stay strong, Miz. This will pass.
We had a doggy door between our rooms, just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong, and we knew we could handle it. So, in September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others, trying to claim I covered up sexual assault.
I was canceled. Bro, you got called out for being involved in trying to defend your friend's crazy slick. Can we stop using the word canceled to describe this situation? Like, can we stop? Can we stop doing this? Think of the 11 months and the 4.
It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental.
It was proven wrong. When was it proven
No, it
wrong?
wasn't.
When was it proven wrong? I thought the lawsuit was still ongoing, Miz. I thought the lawsuit. Am I dumb? I'm pretty sure Henry Resilience be covering it. Did anybody who's been following this drama say the words that it's over, the lawsuit's done, Adriana Lee lied, or any of these other people lied? Did anybody say that? Because I am not certain of seeing that. It's still ongoing from what I understand, Ms. So I don't know how the fuck you can say that. I get you're saying it because you're confident in it, but like I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all, Ms.
Mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my friends. Emaru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan.
Dry our lips.
She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out, I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad, the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started to fall out. And Emaru started...
He's balding! He's going bald. He's going bald. He's a bald bitch.
...to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
She started to hurt herself in Japan. Okay. Guess we're out on that. You know, why? If you knew all these things about yourself, you could have just walked away instead of making it her fucking problem. Instead, you were selfish. You wanted it all. It's pathetic.
It's
honorable.
It's not. It's fucking pathetic.
What a man.
So he ruins the life of another person?
Yes, I'm just a man. Come on, man. Like,
just disclaimer for the people watching the VOD later. He is joking.
This time happened.
I have to clarify that.
Oh, fuck you. If
wreck.
You can't tell I'm sitting here joking. This fucking freak deserves to be in the fiery pits of hell.
True.
Let me have some fucking fun. You think it's comfortable sitting here listening to a motherfucker gaslight a fucking victim?
No.
Let me fucking laugh.
That's why we're gonna laugh. You're allowed to laugh.
You're allowed to laugh. Fun. You think I want to sit here and listen to this stupid
You're
bitch?
allowed. You're allowed. You're allowed.
I can't stand white people.
I don't
All
think
y'all do is
he
fuck
white?
kids.
I don't know if he's white. He's like a niece.
He ain't black.
He ain't black.
Black people shoot.
Being that Emaru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high-strung. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But as we stayed...
There's no way. Well, he's trying to, like, cry. Look at him. There's not a single tear running down his face. Like, he's trying to cry, and he calls himself gay. He's gay. He's bald. He allegedly did horrible shit to his girlfriend.
Stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of only mode. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. I don't want to talk about this. Emaru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling.
Can you please turn off the TTS, you fucking idiot?
When she first moved in. These were a big part of...
Look, this dono right here. Look at this.
Emaru has a lot of rabbits.
Hold on.
It was her calling...
Let me read this. I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking it.
These were a big part of her life.
I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a little freak. That's what one of his chatters donated $5 to say while he is responding to the allegations.
But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting...
Oh, are we talking about the rabbit thing?
Resenting her a lot more. I don't want to talk about it. Emaru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water.
This doesn't change anything, Miz. I get what you're doing here, but that doesn't change the allegations levied against you, bud. Okay? It doesn't. It just because she was shitty to the rabbits doesn't change anything, Miz.
Sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them...
And you just let this happen, too. Like, you just saw it happen. You just let the abuse continue, bro. Really?
What they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around
I want to punch him straight in the face just for leaving the TTS on for this.
in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible, and my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you."
Thank Christ! It took you 16 minutes to do that?
Didn't even know there was TTS going on.
What do you mean you didn't know? 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
You know, as she was annoying me, she just tell me, will you please just fucking out? Stop. Just stop. Holy shit, you are just so spoiled.
Here is a video up close of Emaru's rabbits These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she did.
Okay, Miz, how about you talk about the fact that she accused you of getting on top of her while she was crying and put your hand down her pants? I feel like that's more important than this.
I ain't seen that mentioned yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. It's 17 minutes so far. We have not heard anything about the incident of her crawling on top of her. Okay. Please don't donate nothing but sevens. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Don't start that trend. Don't you do it.
Didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die, and I'm not going to sit here and have her pretend she didn't.
She never said anything like that.
I have a question. In any of this, did she mention, like, did he steal the rabbits?
No, he didn't do anything.
Like when they
with the
broke
rabbits.
up, did he just take the rabbits with him?
No, not that
Why
I'm
is this
aware
being
of.
brought up?
Because he wanted. Okay, because he wanted to make it essentially like an argument that she's a shitty person too. That's the only thing he has is the rabbit thing that I am aware of. No more sevens. Jesus Christ.
It's fucking disgusting.
You don't see anything. There are some mites. Like these are definitely mites. If you ever had a caged animal before, and I can't believe if you've seen these things before, taking care of a caged animal, you're a horrible pet owner. Just putting it out there. And it's kind of crazy that he just let this happen. Like he had cleaning ladies and everything in the house. Like I understand the cleaning ladies would do it because they felt bad, but like Miz, you didn't do anything about this either. You just let these animals live in squalor. Didn't try to correct her on this at all. Like, come on.
This is a video from my own brother. I didn't record this. These are mites all around her cage.
Oh, so you got your brother involved to collect blackmail information. That's interesting. So the Mizkif household likes to collect blackmail info. Got it. So now you've implicated your brother. Nice.
W-Mom.
Is that actually M's or something else?
The tiny little things are mites. The tiny little black dots that you see are mites. The rest of the stuff, which is poop that a rabbit produces, are like tiny, like they're little circular poops, right? Those are not poops.
Okay. I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning
So you didn't do anything about it. Okay.
ladies would clean them just because they felt bad.
So
and
you
my brother-
killed him too.
Yeah,
You're
your
accessory to murder.
negligence. Yeah, your negligence also makes you culpable in this, bud. I don't know how this is going to make you look good.
other ones came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emeru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting."
Okay, but how does that factor into the fact that you shoved your hands down her pants when she was crying? How does that factor into this?
Emeru wouldn't clean the cages and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything.
Is my career over? Yes, Mizkif, just look at the rabbit. Bang.
Nice.
Most of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care. She would sit inside and play League of Legends all day. And what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
You couldn't see yourself marrying her. Leon, did we not read all those messages that Emeru fucking showed?
Yeah, I don't think she could see herself marrying you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think she could see that either. And all the messages, you being like, I want to be with you. I love you. Everything about you is phenomenal.
But
You're
you
one
can't
of the
take care of my
greatest things."
fucking rabbits.
Yeah,
I
but
can't trust you to take care of a child.
Yeah, but you hate her because she's a abusive rabbit killer. Yeah, okay, dude.
Pussy makes a man.
The fights from these
things.
times started to get worse. I would constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things.
I would just use her for content.
Wait, I'm about to say, dude, hello? Speed this up.
This does not make you sound
I
good,
just
bro.
realized, why did he show a picture of the video instead of the actual video?
He did show the video of the rabbit, so like the camera panned over and everything.
He was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came.
According to Emeru, that's not what happened. You stood there with a gun, but you didn't point the gun at them through the door. You didn't do that, bud. Allegedly. I have no idea. I wasn't there.
These stalkers are no joke, and the pressure from the relationship, the anger I felt, and the stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't realize what she's doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her, on and off stream, that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't.
But like at the same time, she's not personally and purposefully farming these kinds of people. She just makes the content she wants to make. Every community has to deal with that. Every streamer, every audience, every single content creator has to deal with crazy people in their audience. You know that. Stop bullshitting here.
I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole. Stop talking.
What to be fair, she should have stopped talking about the stalkers and the schizos. I will give him that much. But everything else, that just makes you sound incredibly more controlling by the second, bro.
About past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was.
That sounds more like a guilty conscience, but you're kind of projecting that onto random people.
No one knows who I am when I put on the mask.
Back then, that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship. But I was so confused as a person, and I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man. The last 9 months of
I literally can't tell if he's actually crying. Like it just doesn't look real.
This relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around.
Well, she didn't say the words that I moved out on my own. She said I moved out after a week and called these people the same day to come and grab my stuff. She didn't say the words I left of my own accord. She said I had to move out. So you're trying to make it sound like, oh, well, Emaru said that that she left of her own accord. No, I kicked her out. That's not what she said, buddy.
All times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed. They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house. They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't last. But I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out.
Homie, you are 30. You were in your mid-20s when you guys were dating. Like late 20s, actually, because it was 2023. Bro, you were 28. You don't know how to break up with a fucking girl? Come on.
As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy.
He owns the world, Chris.
What?
You don't understand. Pussy makes a man do strange things.
I understand that, but like at a certain degree, it's like, bruh, come on. You're hurting her and yourself here. This is pathetic.
Constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat. Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on the situations with poor taste of myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
I want you to listen to that. No, I want you to listen to that very carefully. Just one more time. Just one more time. Just one more time.
But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Chris.
So, Leon, which is worse? Wait, Leon, which is worse? Punching holes in walls and smashing doors into pieces or getting plushies thrown at you?
I'm actually going to commit acts of genocide.
I'm
going to commit acts of genocide upon.
You're gonna turn into Israel.
I'm
Go,
Israel.
Oh boy!
And every Twitch streamer is Palestine. This is fucking ridiculous.
But really think about what he just said there. He goes, "Yeah, she would throw like plushies and clothing at me, but I'd punch holes in walls, slam doors, and break locks. We were the same."
Chris, look at the group chat.
The group chat? The fuck? What does the group chat have to say? I think someone else just sent me this. Oh god, this guy's the ultimate piece of shit. Like, I can't believe he said those words. Like, he thought it was like an own, bro. Like, he thought it was a fucking own. Oh, that's pathetic.
I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did this as well numerous times.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, fine. Which one of you were driving at 150 miles an hour saying I'm going to kill myself because Mr. Beast didn't put me in a video?
Chris, I'm done.
Was it you? Was it you or her?
I hate all of you. Have a great day. Mizkif, kill yourself.
True. I love what I ruined Leon for the day.
She would constantly
Chris, read the texts, brother. What texts? He didn't show anything.
say she's going to kill herself in arguments, And I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening.
Wait a minute, hold on. Her threatening to kill herself over a situation that she cannot control. And a man who went out of his way to ruin her life. A guy that shows up stalking her. And she says, I'm going to kill myself because of these people, is not the same as you threatening to kill yourself and her over a Mr. Beast video opportunity that you are not invited to. They are not the same. You can't do that. You can't. Oh, my God. You actually can't make that equivalency. You can't do it. She wasn't suicide baiting you. She wasn't threatening or putting your life in danger. She was upset at something that someone else did. You can't call her aggressive or a suicide baiter to you.
I'm just going to leak everything because I don't really care.
Oh, great. Let's do it. What's the text message here? Question marks. I'm freaking out. What is happening? I'm so confused. Call me when you can. I'll call you back later. I feel like shit right now. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. Jesus Christ.
This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. So just want to show this.
That is not baiting him with what the fuck? Is he really trying to argue that this is baiting him, like suicide baiting him? How does this screenshot... Wait, how the fuck does this change anything? It doesn't change anything. She was upset of a situation that an individual came to her home and tried to break in and cause harm to her. She is in an emotional state and said, I'm going to kill myself. It wasn't, I'm going to kill myself because of you. I'm not going, it's not you were, she was driving a car, said the words, we're gonna kill ourselves, going 150 miles an hour. That's not her suicide baiting you, Miz. That's not her saying the things that you said to me and did to me make me want to kill myself. It's a situation she's going through. I'm like actually getting fucking pissed off right now.
She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship. This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers. This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emaru. And when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him.
Okay, is that her fault?
It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did, is terrifying for these girls and terrifying for the situation in general. Sorry. I knew that the relationship wasn't healthy at this point. I knew we had to end it and soon. One day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me upset with it, and we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house.
Who the
We
fuck
cuddled for
goes
about
to
30 minutes
BJ's?
and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted.
Think when they
She
learned
yelled,
that you were
and I
lick-
immediately sprung up
I'm sorry you just had to hear King's fucking voice, chat.
and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress.
So that's interesting. Wait a fucking minute here.
And I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted.
Huh. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Did he bring up the crying?
A common place where we would get food. And then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss.
Not a mention of her sobbing her eyes out and being emotional. That's interesting. That's interesting, Miz. You really omitted that part, huh, bud? Huh, Miz. That's a real interesting way of framing it. Oh, we cuddled after we got BJ's, and I initiated it further. We're just totally jumping the shark on the whole, we're totally just avoiding the whole I was crying thing, and Miz started trying to make out with me. That's interesting. Also not denying it. That's really interesting.
She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general.
So the whole crying thing, we're not going to acknowledge that at all, huh?
Got scared and left the house.
See, this is why, Miz, Miz, if you didn't watch that stream, I believe you 100% watched that stream. But if by some miracle you didn't watch that stream, this is single-handedly one of the worst fucking ways that you could do this. You're fucked, kid. It's over.
apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry. And
I apologized for saying I made you uncomfortable while she was crying already, according to her. Nice.
I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want. And Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, don't go, I love you. That week, I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never...
Dude, this doesn't change anything. This doesn't change anything that she's accused you of. I don't know how this matters to this specific aspect. Yeah, she said that she loved you when her emotions were still attached to you. And when she finally got away from you, she truly understood the depravity that she went through with you. How the fuck did we reach this point?
Never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords.
Oh, you are totally not bringing that up. There's no way. Dude, you are not turning around and saying, oh, I only messaged as to why I was removed from OTK. This is ridiculous.
And I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I've had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back, times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream.
Times that I've drunk messaged her love letters, buddy, that was more than just a couple of drunk message love letters. That's way more than a few of those, okay? That's not something that you could just be like, I said a few. No. You said a metric fuck ton of them.
But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door, I said, whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor lingering around her. I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her.
Again, we weren't there, so we have no idea, but I weirdly don't believe that.
This year has been very hard for me, and I'm sure for her.
Unless someone else comes out at that party and says Miz was with me the entire time. He never wanted to talk to Emiru. He just was enjoying the party. Unless one of the creators comes out and says that, I have no inclination to believe it.
I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy, something she recommended me when we were dating. I'm very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away. I've also moved from Austin myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that. I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these...
I don't believe you. Dude, this is the thing, right? I can't believe a word coming out of fucking his mouth. I can't do it. Oh, I wish the best for her and all this other... I don't believe it.
Things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation, and I hope that she can move on.
Dude, I weirdly just believe that you care only about your career. I'm gonna keep a buck here, bro. You only care about your career. It's obvious. Based upon how you're actually handling this and reciting this and talking about this, this is solely to satiate your own career instead of actually apologizing to her. There's a slip. He said he went to therapy like Emiru wanted after they broke up. So he did nothing within the time frame of them dating to actually change himself and be a better man for the woman that he loved. Nice. Solid, Miz.
We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that.
I'm sorry, buddy. Punching holes in walls, breaking shit, driving cars at 150 miles an hour, saying I'm going to kill myself and you. The throwing of the phone, the coercion of what actually happened one of the nights, and saying you have to tell your friends this, and you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, buddy, this isn't a toxic relationship. This is a fucking one-sided shit show, all caused by you and the choices that you made, Miz.
I've realized over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months and I plan to stay that way. I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me.
I was a terrible boyfriend. No, you were the worst. You're like an actual fucking scumbag. Like,
That's it.
from what I could gather between what you've presented so far and what Emma's presented, it's not a 50-50. It's more of like a 95-5 or 99-1%, if I'm going to be honest with you. 99% your fault, bud.
If you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation. I want to make this.
This is literally the worst fucking prepared response I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, this is utter trash. Like, utter fucking trash. He's like, oh, this is obviously scripted. I have to take this seriously. Are you retarded? This is the worst response ever, and you scripted this.
Real, and that's it, okay? I am going to stand up for myself. I am going to defend myself in these situations. I'm not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have...
Oh, God, here we go. Here comes the Homelander speech.
Dozens of photos and videos.
Oh! Okay, guys, just picture Homelander while you're thinking of this.
And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have dozens of photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emaru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after...
Dude, I love this shit. Every fucking time, he has to acknowledge what he's been doing. He's like, oh, it's just time to go buck wild, guys. Literally what is happening is he is going to try and shift the conversation from him and Emaru to him versus the Twitch aristocracy, so that everybody can get distracted by that and focus in on the stuff he's going. Dude, this is gross. This is gross. This is gross. You should not be doing this.
After her, and that I was going to use her rabbits against her. That was never the plan.
Did you not go to her? Did you not go to her employees and other people telling them that? I'm just curious how you're going to answer this.
My plan for myself was very simple. If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back. That's it. I never had...
Ooh, that doesn't debunk what you just stated there, where you're like, oh, my plan was to never use the rabbits against Emaru. Proceeds to acknowledge that you were going to say something back, which means you would have weaponized that in the first place, which means you did weaponize that. So, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything. It was if she ever said anything, I would say something as well.
So here's the question, though. If you had nothing to use against her, or you weren't planning to ever use anything against her, why did you record the rabbits cages? Why would you record that? If you weren't planning to ever use any sort of blackmail videos, information, DMs, screenshots, any of this stuff, why did you record the rabbits cages when they were still living with you? Why do that? So that's total bullshit.
And that's completely understandable. Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon? I said that if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear. And that is exactly what I said.
So you did talk to her team at TwitchCon and said, I'm going to go nuclear. And then I assume you're just removing the whole rabbit conversation out of that, but okay. Tower babble against Emaru and others. Totally not paranoid snake behavior. Yeah, this guy is basically just Jar. This is if Jar... This is the dark timeline of Just a Robot. We said it earlier. This is what happens if Jar had, like, fame and name stay and power. This is the dark timeline.
And that's what's going to happen. Because you can't mess with me anymore. I don't have anything to lose. I'm sorry I don't.
Uh-oh.
Go after me all you want.
Oh, now he's going into a Punisher speech. It's no longer Homelander. Now we're in Punisher territory.
I have nothing to lose. And I will say this proudly. Emaru abused those rabbits. She did. And if you're in...
Cool. What about you treating her like a piece of shit? What about you driving the car fast? What about the punching holes in walls? What about the slamming of the doors? What about, the assault, the alleged assault of you trying to make out with her when she was crying and then you shoved your hand down her pants, Miz? Great. She abused the rabbits. Okay. Does that change anything that she accused you of? And you let it happen in your home. Shut the fuck up.
In Austin, Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits at my house? You're lying. You know she did. She abused those rabbits and she left them outside.
Cool story, bro.
And
doesn't change anything. Cool story,
I didn't
bro.
want to bring this up ever. This was not something I planned on bringing up in my life. But it's something that she claims that she didn't do, and people are trying to defend her from that.
She did not claim that in the video. She just said that you were going to weaponize it against her, which happened. Like, how is she wrong in that?
Like Asmongold, where he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? As for what happened with me and Emaru, I mentally have been fucked up for years. And I'm very proud of myself for working on myself. And I think leaving Austin was the best thing, not just for me, but for everyone around me. I do believe that. I fucked up a lot, and I'm never going to not admit that. And I realized I need to be alone. I never got kicked out of Austin, Texas. I left myself.
I weirdly don't believe you. Here's why I don't believe you. Here's why I don't believe Mizkif when I hear something like that. He's trying to make it sound like he has full control over his destiny and all this stuff. You guys need to understand like how cutthroat the streaming community is when it comes to like the upper echelon people, right? If you go below a certain viewer count, they don't fuck with you anymore. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to be with you. They don't want to be associated with drama or toxicity or anything. Miz, you have all of those things in one. You were outed. You were ousted the second that Adriana Lee thing happened. Nobody wants to fuck with you. And the people that did fuck with you were just desperate for clout. You were pushed out. You just don't know it yet. And you haven't realized it yet.
You're still mentally fucked? I am. I'm absolutely mentally fucked. I have been slowly working on it. I do feel like I've been getting better. I feel like I'm very calm right now. I don't feel stressed. I don't even feel angry. I feel that every day I'm trying to learn more and more and do better. But
so we're doing the typical YouTuber, like, I'm doing better, I'm not that guy anymore, yada, 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 which may be true, but these things still happened. They still happened, and nothing about it at any point is going to change that.
I'm going to stand up for myself in a lot of these situations because a lot of it was not true. And I don't like that she was portraying that it was just me who was at fault. It was a toxic relationship.
Buddy, you have the worst stuff to come out of this fucking story than she does. Yeah, she was shitty to her rabbits and threw plushies at you. Okay. Again, which one of you were punching holes in walls? Which one of you were screaming at her? Which one of you was fucking pathetic when it came to their viewership numbers? No receipts. You have nothing. You have nothing at all. There's nothing for you to use here. Like this whole thing, one text message of her saying, I want to kill myself because a stalker showed up to my house, and a video of the rabbit thing is indicative of you both being in a toxic relationship through and through. Okay, sure.
And that's what it was. Why was viewership so important? I will bluntly say this, and I'm very honest. I was, and I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know, I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting and has ruined my fucking life.
Yeah, it's almost like that you got jealous of your own girlfriend and then made it her fucking problem, being the douchebag that you are.
It's something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am, I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream. I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people.
So you're essentially a fucking leech. You're essentially a fucking locust, like a sad, pathetic fucking bug that gets upset when people pass them and then make it other people's problems, takes your fucking aggression out onto people that you love because you're upset that number doesn't go higher than other people's numbers. You're a fucking bug. You're an actual fucking cockroach, dude.
People. And it's a problem. It's a serious...
I don't know, not. That's why I'm saying even if she did treat the animals like shit, that doesn't change anything.
I'm definitely way better than I was now, or I am now, but it's a serious problem that I am still working on to this day. I am not perfect, and I fucked up with that. I've been this way for...
No one's perfect, but the problem is that when we say that line, people try to use that as an escape. You're like, oh, I wasn't perfect. I punched holes in walls and threatened to kill people in a car going 150 miles an hour. Yeah, buddy, you're a piece of shit. There's no like, oh, we're only human and things happen. No. You don't get that grace here.
For a very fucking long time, where I'm a competitive dude, and I think I'm very competitive with streaming because I really care about it a lot. I've sunk my whole life.
A leech? I would say he's like worse than that. I would say he's like a slug. You know what I mean? I would say he's like a slug of a person.
This thing. So did you really drive 150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere.
Cool. That doesn't change anything. And notice how he focused on that one sentence aspect. I wonder how he's going to extrapolate on that.
I drive fast literally everywhere.
Cool
I'm
story.
in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time.
Okay, so that's a yes.
I do.
Okay.
I don't even remember what situation she was talking about. I mean, we were in cars with each other all the time. I remember one time when she was picking me up from the airport, and she was in her blue Corvette, and she started the speed when we were on a straightaway when she was getting mad, and she stayed quiet.
She stayed quiet. Okay. So did she look at you in your eyes and say, I guess I'm going to kill myself and you're in the car? Whatever the exact verbiage was. That's a total deflection. She was silent, she was mad, and she was speeding. Okay, Miz, did she look at you and go, we're both going to die because Mr. Beast didn't put me in a video? Because if she didn't, then she was just speeding. Bit of a difference between those two, bud.
I don't remember the exact speed she got up to, but we were definitely flying.
I don't know how that makes you sound better, bro. I don't know how that makes you sound better. It doesn't.
But I'll say this as well. I have no problem admitting fault. The person that I was during that relationship, and I would say the Mizkif in Austin, Texas, is fucking disgusting. I hated myself. I hated this person that just sat there all day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person because I know you are who you hang out with. And I definitely changed Emmy in a lot of ways and made her very...
You are who you hang out with. That's an interesting line. Now I understand he's saying, well, you know, I made Emeru feel like a shitty person and all this stuff and all that. But you could also recontextualize that if you're a douchebag like me, where it's like, man, I was shitty because all the people around me were shitty. So I turned into what those people are. So that means that Miz, if you want to be a douchebag about it, is trying to say the people around him in Austin, Texas, all of those people are the ones that turned him into a shitty, angry person. I could be a dick. I could be a dick and say that. So essentially, if I wanted to be a douchebag, Mizkif is saying that all the people at OTK, all of his friends, everyone in Austin, Texas, turned him into the piece of shit that he is instead of just him being always a piece of shit. But okay.
Very stressed as well, and mentally, the situations we were in, it just cataclysmed both of us. I was a very toxic person, and I knew I needed to get out, so I broke up with her. In fact, I broke up with her twice. The first time I broke up with her, I really thought it was over. And the second time I broke up with her was forever. I did message her a lot afterwards, primarily for OTK stuff, but...
Primarily for the OTK stuff. Dude, we saw the texts. We saw the DMs. It was not primarily the OTK stuff.
There were times where I did want to go back to her. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I was drunk. I thought I needed to, but...
And you couldn't leave her alone. So the whole stalking thing kind of hits you nail on the head right there when you admit it.
That's it. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. Leak something? No, not today. This is something I think that we went over, and I am glad that it is out there, what I just said. And
are you glad?
So
are you glad, bro? Because this did not help your case at all. This actually made the case kind of worse, in my opinion.
That's it. I said what I had to say. I appreciate you guys listening.
In my opinion, and I kind of agree with Ard in chat here, he's threatening this leak stuff so other people don't fucking come out of the woodwork. I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. I could see him being like, guys, I could just leak all this shit, against all you people because you won't like that being out there, will you? So that essentially puts a halt on anybody that's too much of a coward to just fucking say something. Not really a good look, Miz.
And I will be back. I'm not leaving anytime soon.
You should.
But I'm going to go relax. It's been a pretty rough day. No, we're not doing top 500. Okay. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for...
All right. Done. So now we got the another Asmongold take. I hate Asmongold. All right. Asmongold explains why he's biased.
Of course I'm biased. Duh. What do you think? Of course I'm biased.
Why?
Because I know what happened. Yeah, obviously you're going to be if you know something about a situation that is more than what the public would know, then yes, obviously you're going to be biased about it because you know things that were you there? In some of these cases, yes.
It's over. There's a fucking witness right here. Now, do people like Asmongold? No. Do I like Asmongold? No. But he's one of the members of the org. He was aware of all this stuff. He was told all these things. He was there during the time frame in which Emeru was like, Asmon, can you please stop him from talking about the stalker situation on the pier? This is a witness. Of course he's going to be biased.
The bias towards being the truth. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not about whether this is like, oh, whose side this is on. These are just things that straight up happen. Like, I'm not saying every single thing that Emmy said is 100% accurate, or every single thing Cuco said is 100% accurate. I can't say that. For a legal reason, I can't say that. But what I can say is that the things that I have seen and everything that I have been witness to indicates that Miz is a liar. He's lied to OTK he lied to OTK multiple times.
About what?
About really big things.
Ooh. See, this is where I need... OTK needs to release the fucking Mizkif files, bro. This is bullshit. This is why I hate this shit. Asmon, if you are aware of Mizkif lying about very important fucking shit in regard to the OTK membership, fucking out it. What are you doing? Stop holding on to it. At this point, it's going out there. Miz is going to fucking leak everything else. So you people might as well just fucking throw everything out there, kill OTK, and fucking just scorch earth everybody. Why are you being a pussy about this? Yeah, it's literally, hey, I have this thing about you. Don't leak it. Oh, well, if you leak it, I have this other thing about you. Like, come on. Fucking Christ.
Talk about loyalty. After, again, we all stuck our neck out and everybody went out of their way. Everybody went through and, we all went through like with this big investigation and we tried to clear his name and we tried to bring him back in and support him through this and do everything. This is all while he was lying to us.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he talking about the crazy slick stuff? Where he's like, Miz lied about big stuff and we tried to help him and he lied to us, trying to help him through that? Oh, Asmon. release what you have. OTK needs to fucking clean house, and they need to fucking release the Mizkif files. Because you know for a fact those calls were recorded. You know for a fact those in-person meetings were recorded, some kind of transcript, something. Do it!
The entire time.
What are we waiting
Mock
for?
Joey Cook's death, of course. Can anyone in OTK come out and corroborate? Yes, I think so.
Who? Name them! What is this one?
Ever since this happened,
Okay, wait.
there have been
2 nukes on Mizkif coming out? That's interesting. I didn't see this clip yet.
There have been 2 additional people that have alleged that he assaulted them within less than 24 hours of this stuff coming out. And not a single...
Yes, that was the one girl that we watched, that we read her Twitter statement, and the other one was just like a friend of Emaru's. So who's the second person?
person that is in the space that knew him is really defending him. In OTK. He wasn't... He hasn't been in OTK for a long time. And I will say, too, I know people get mad at me for this. There are other stories of things that will be points on the same graph making the same line. I said it last time. People got mad. They said
Yeah, Maya needs... Okay, listen, we can meme about the Maya Higa stuff all day long, right? But like Maya's moved on. She's doing better. She's like doing the animal sanctuary shit or whatever. Like I still hate her, but like she hasn't done anything. If Maya comes out against Miz, I already think it's over. But, like, if Maya comes out and corroborates a lot of these things and corroborates the shit that Miz pulled and all the back-end deals shit, oh, come on, Maya. One last time, step into the drama fray, Maya.
I was vague posting. I'm being serious. Source, trust me, bro. The story that I would tell you has 5 other witnesses. And again, I apologize for being vague, but just give it a couple of days. If you want me to be completely as transparent as I can be, it's because I want to make sure that these people have legal counsel before they say anything, because they're worried, because they don't have the position that Emmy or I do, and that's the reason.
So there's another person. There's something else out there. Smaller streamer. Mizkif probably leveraged... Okay, I'm calling it. Mizkif leveraged his clout and his attention to do something to a smaller streamer. I'm calling it.
I would say it myself. I'm not going to do that.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. Right here, right now.
Just give it a couple of days.
Like a 200 to 500 viewer Andy, someone in my range. He did something.
I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting
It's either a smaller streamer or a non-streamer.
me, and I have had so much regret.
It was another reason. Like, all of those decisions had already been made before any of this had come out. Yep, totally different reason. Elaborate?
Yeah, he banged Frogan.
I will. I don't want to do it today because I think that there are other people that I would prefer say it.
I think it would be the first time I ever felt bad for Mizkif if he had sex with Frogan.
But I will if it doesn't come out. Is this drama baiting for views?
Have you seen the post about Dexterto deleting a post about Emaru accidentally leaking that there were proof of abuse? No, I didn't know that.
How is it drama baiting for views? Like, I said that this stuff would come out. It did. Just because I'm not going to immediately... I understand that there's a lot of people that are really young and you don't understand the complexities of things like this. But yeah, this stuff is really complex and hard. And it's not just as simple as simply saying whatever you think happened.
That is fair. Like, Asmund shouldn't have said that there's 2 more nukes, right? If he was aware of something like that, and he's like, well, we have the complexities, and we can't do this, can't do that. Why'd you open your mouth? Now people are going to start scouring.
It's a lot of complexity with this, and there's multiple people involved, and there are other obligations and conflicting variables. And yeah, I'm not going to immediately say why and explain the entire thing. But what I will say is that that's not why it happened. Period.
Oh, yeah, no, I already showed that, Vulcan.
You should be talking about it? Of course I can. It's clear you're trying to do the right thing. There's things not your story to tell, and giving the others the opportunity to speak up. Yeah. And
which is the right thing to do, but it's kind of weird that you're talking about it when you're trying to keep it under wraps, but okay,
I will tell you this. If other people don't tell the story, I will tell it. I did get permission from one of the people, the person that was the most affected by it. I got the permission from that person last night to tell the story.
Oh!
I will tell the story why Miz was removed from OTK. If they don't want to, I'll do it. I'll respect their wishes and their privacy, but I will do it. And you'll see that it had nothing to do with this. And again, I apologize for not being able to drop everything immediately, but there's a lot of reasons for that. And I apologize. Hopefully you can see that with all this blow up, I wasn't bullshitting. I wasn't bullshitting then. I'm not bullshitting now.
That's interesting. That's an interesting fucking situation that's happening right now. So he has permission from the victim, but he doesn't bring it up? He doesn't talk about it? I guess he's just waiting for them to be 100% certain about it, which, to be fair, like, it is what it is. What's the? Oh, they turned off replies. Oh, what happened, OTK? OTK fully supports its co-owner and sister Emaru, and we stand by her side and admire her strength in coming forward and sharing her story. While Mizkif was one of the several founders of OTK, the organization terminated its relationship with him some time ago for reasons unrelated to the recent events, and he holds no stake in OTK or any other companies. Out of respect to those who have come forward, we will let their voices speak above ours. Can you be more specific? Is it about the Adriana Lee stuff? Is it about this third-party mythical story that Asmongold's teasing everybody with? Or is it the Emaru stuff? Because you're saying it's the third-party thing, but like I feel like the Adriana Lee stuff also plays a fucking pivotal role here. But fuck me. Okay? Jesus Christ. All these people, every single person involved in this drama, every single person, honestly, instead of Emaru, are just pieces of shit. This is a good statement from them, but like, at the end of the day, it's not enough information to go off of. I believe that Mizkif genuinely doesn't deserve anything left, unless he shows like definitive proof of Emaru being like just as abusive towards him, which he had none. So I'm not really too confident that Mizkif's really going to turn this around. I think it's done. It's dusted. Half of his audience is her audience. They're not going to watch him anymore. And then when the third nuke drops, the third nuke drops. But at the end of the day, never look up to content creators. That's kind of like the ultimate like line that I have to say at the end of all this. Feel terrible, like feel sympathetic to Emaru. Obviously, if you want to support her, right? Unless Miz really finds a way to like prove that Emaru was just as piece of shit as him, nothing's gonna change, Miz. You're fucked. It's over. It's over. Never look up to these streamers as your fucking friends, family, people you think that you know, because they're all just shitty fucking people. They're all just fucking brands. They're all just terrible people, and the shoe's gonna drop and the hat's gonna drop eventually. It is what it is at that point. Okay. Thank you all for watching.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you, Core, for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the Lolcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there, and we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often, so make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.